Hello. Been a while, hasn't it? So, you might notice that, judging by the hood of this truck, it's not maroon. Because of the last video I uploaded here, I had a maroon truck that was near identical to this one. And as you can see, I no longer have it. In fact, that truck no longer exists. It blew a head gasket and it just was not at all worth fixing. And I apologize for the wind noise and other things. I don't have the best recording equipment, but it's what I have. I'm working with what I have. So, so that truck was known as, it was lovingly known as the Beast. But that truck was $700, the bed was rusted to hell, and now I have a silver, basically the silver version of it. Same year, but this one I believe is a Northland edition, just with the Northland decals removed. But I've had this truck for more than 3 years now. I've put 70,000 miles on it, and it's been great. I love it. Like, the $700 truck was great for the time that I had it, but it just wasn't going to last much longer because that truck had been neglected by its original owner. And it was used almost exclusively for towing. The only reason he got a new truck was because the trailer hitch gave out. And then I got it for $700. And then it entirely gave out. And my grandfather has a buddy who parts out vehicles, and there was some things still good on it, like the block and heads were still good, but it blew a head gasket, but nothing was actually broken. It was just going to be too much time and money to fix a head gasket on a $700 truck. So I ended up getting a different car, and then another car, and now I have this. And I love this thing to death. This being a 2002 Ford F-150 FX4 Northland with the infamous 5.4 Triton V8. But the thing is, the whole reason the 5.4 is infamous is because of the 3-valve. The 3-valve would give out, those give out constantly. And the only problem in 70,000 miles that this truck has had has been AC compressor blew up, which I've been having starter issues, but those issues are, I know for a fact, it's exclusively with the starter itself. So the starter issue I'm having, I know it's a starter because this problem started when I got a new starter. Because I had the OEM starter on this for a while, and I wish I never got rid of it. Because we had the new starter that we had put on the Beast laying around. And so we decided, oh, let's put the brand new starter we have laying around on my truck. And about six-ish months later, it blew while at a mechanic shop getting the block re-drilled and studded for a new, because it got one of the exhaust manifold studs broke off, as Tritons do. It's a common issue, and it's not honestly that bad. You might be able to hear that it still has the infamous or the famous Triton exhaust leak, but that's for an entirely different reason. It's actually because of the shop that fixed it originally. And while in the shop getting that fixed originally, the starter blew. And so they put a new one on again, because my original starter, my grandfather replaced it because I didn't have the time to. And he just threw it in the toolbox I had in the bed of my truck, and it rusted out. So putting the OEM starter back on it just wasn't an option. So, and the one that first died was from Parts City, and then the new one came from Napa. The one that's currently on here came from Napa. And now, if it's any less than 20 degrees outside, my truck just won't start. The starter just won't spin at all. So that's fun. But other than that, this truck's great. Oh, I can get around the starter issue as long as I plug in the block heater, which is thanks to it being a Northland edition. It has one. Because I know it was optional on all of them, but the Northland edition trucks had it standard. Oh, is that a bald eagle? No, it's not. That's a falcon of some sort, it looks like. Unless that's a juvenile bald eagle. And it just doesn't have the, I don't know what it's called, but the white head yet. Oh, that's going to go in the quote channel later. But, yeah. And a lot of people, and I've had some electrical problems, just fuses and relays going bad because they're 20 years old. But, and it doesn't track perfectly straight, but it's a beat-up, rusty, old pickup truck. Given it's not nearly as rusty as the Beast was. But, it's still a old truck. And there's gonna be some problems with any old vehicle. You just have to expect it if you buy something old. And anytime I have an issue that's common with any vehicle that's old, I hear, oh, you shouldn't have bought a Ford, or shouldn't have bought a 5 Ford Triton, should have gone with a Chevy, should have gone with a Dodge. And I'm sick of it. Like, I can totally respect Chevys and Dodges because in some ways they might be a bit better, but I love this truck. because it's mine. It's my truck. And it's been more reliable than some of my family members. Like, this truck is just, it's good. There's no other way for me to put it. It's just good. And I love it. It might be 20 years old, but it's mine. And honestly, it might be a bit difficult to work on when things do break. But hey, at least it's not as complicated as anything made within the last 10 years. So it's just... And it doesn't have all the... it doesn't have the computers that don't allow you to work on your own stuff. And that's why I love it. It's reliable. I'm able to work on it. It might not be the easiest thing, but I'm able to. And it's in Ford F-Series. There's aftermarket support out the wazoo for this thing. Like, yeah, like, I've never seen a specific model that has so much aftermarket support. Like, I know there's other vehicles with comparable aftermarket support, but my God, if I wanted to, I could supercharge this thing. I'd full on a bolt-on supercharger. I could even turbo it, like twin turbo. They make turbo kits for this thing. Like, why do you need a 10th gen F-150 with twin turbos? Like, honestly, I think it would be funny. Because I've had the idea and I've thought about supercharging this. Because it's the same. I could just take a supercharger, like the intake manifold and supercharger, and, well, intake in general, off of a Lightning, off of an 03 Lightning, and it would bolt right onto this truck. And it would be reliable. But yeah, and like I said, the only reason 5.4s are infamous is because of the 3 valve. And this right here is a 2 valve. It, from 1998, if I remember correctly, to 2003, it was the 5.4 was a 2 valve engine without the VVT junk. And I'll admit, Ford may not have the best stuff to do VVT stuff, but if you get a Ford without the VVT junk, it's perfect. Like, it is absolutely perfect, as long as you don't get a Ford with VVT. And it's so nice. Like, just... And this was before Ford did, like, the unusably high bedsides, too. Like, given my truck's a bit tall because it's the FX4, but still, my bedsides aren't unusably tall. They are on my grandfather's F-150, because he's got a newer one than me. But if this isn't a good truck, I don't know what is. Like, it just does everything I need and more. And I use it to haul scrap metal, and I've also used it to haul. I've used it to pull people out of ditches, and even I pulled someone out of a bad situation. But it just does everything I need without complaining. And I couldn't ask for a better truck. This truck is just amazing. Honestly. Like, I love this thing. And I am currently trying to fix up the few issues it does have. Like, the AC, it doesn't currently work. It's a nice cool day. I don't need the AC right now. According to the temp on my truck, it says 73, so it's not that bad in here. So yeah, it's just, may not get the best mileage, but and old trucks just don't get good mileage. And I just really couldn't ask for a better truck. That's all I can say about it. And it rides so comfortably. I could just sit here and drive all day. Oh, plus, the aftermarket support. I could just straight up equip it with Ford Raptor suspension. Like, I know it's not the exact same, but it's Ford Raptor suspension, but it fits my truck. Like, which is what I've been doing. That's one of the things I've been doing to this truck. That's mostly the front suspension. And it's not lifting it at all. It's still the stock ride height, which I would love to lift the front end about an inch or two, just so that it's level and doesn't have the grandpa squat anymore. Plus, that'd make it more capable off-road. But other than that, this thing just goes. Yeah, it just goes. That Chevy Astra has seen some better days. But yeah, like, and right now, and because it's a 10th gen, it actually handles pretty well. So yeah, it's a good truck. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything. Alright, I think that's enough for today. Have a good day.